Oh, yeah. So
most important person in the world.
He was focused on getting those films done and getting that trilogy. He had a remarkable team around him.
Right.
And for us, it was just this amazing support while we were doing that. And there was one scene in one movie that we actually worked on was great.
Oh, what was it?
It was in it was where this envelope comes out around this world. It's like a force field of a world, and it's when they're sitting around with various characters planning their attack.
Ah, yeah. Sure, and the 3D model of the Death Star comes up?
Yeah.
Oh, you worked on that.
Yeah.
Ah.
But probably the first big piece is because we were trying to solve the problem of motion blur for computer graphics. Was we did something for young Sherlock Holmes. And we made the fundamental discoveries that enabled the imagery to be used in the movies. And that would have been our goal,
right.
To get the complexity, the richness, so they would all blend together. And we did it, we accomplished them. For us, it was a very source of great pride for us.
And then at some point, he decides he doesn't want to own this unit anymore. He wants to spin it out. What was the circumstance there? Because he had...
Well, what happened was he got divorced.
Ah.
And his first wife got the money, and he got the company.
Got it. So that was probably a good move on his part.
Yeah, so the cash... it was very intentional.
Right.
He was now basically building using the company. But it also meant that for the time being, he was no longer in the same cash position. And basically he had to pare back to his core, which was the filmmaking. And so while everything was right, it was an amicable
divorce
going in different ways. It wasn't a divorce. It was like he sold us.
Right.
But we, throughout all that time, right afterwards and through today, we're good friends.
Right.
But it was just this amazing opportunity because there's nobody else who would have done this other than George.
Right. So he decides
changed the industry.
We're going to make this an independent company. We're going to sell it. And Steve Jobs is interested. And he had just been kicked out of Apple, or?
That's right. Been kicked out of Apple. Steve, first of all, he formed a company to do what he wanted to do, which is to build another computer. That was next.
Right.
And then we had already met because of Alan Kay. And he bought us in order to let us be the kind of company we wanted to be. And at that point, we had designed some hardware, and so we were selling the hardware to Philips for medical research. We sold it to government agencies where they were analyzing images. And we entered into a contract with Disney to write software for coloring the cells for hand-drawn animation.
Fascinating. So here you go, whatever it is, 15 years later, after not taking a job with them and being at Utah, Disney comes up again, a little dance with Disney to do software for them and help them make animated films.
So this is now an exciting project with us. And so basically, at the beginning of Pixar, we've got, Alvy's there still, we've got John Lasseter, who had joined us at Lucasfilm and turns out to be a remarkable high-energy, generous genius. And we've got Steve Jobs, who is sort of like, unlike anybody else. I mean, he's just...
Yeah, he was mercurial at that point. I mean,
At that point, he was mercurial. So I saw him at the early stages, and I saw him change through his life.
Hey, everybody. This episode is brought to you by my friends and in partnership with my friends at Audible. And Audible, as you know, is one of my favorite services in the world because I love books. But I have constant downtime when I'm walking and going on my hikes, driving in airplanes, and even when I want to go to bed at night. You know, I'm one of these people, I get so enthusiastic sometimes. I'm on fire and I need to go to sleep. And I can't watch television because it keeps me up. What I do is I put my earplugs in, I put the sleep timer in my Audible app on 20 minutes, and I listen to some book, whatever it is. And you know, the book I was talking about recently, Creativity, Inc. by Ed Catmull, what an amazing book where you're going to learn so much about running a company and how to get people to be creative and how to get people to feel safe in their work environment and how to do really innovative things like Pixar did. And Ed's got an amazing story, and it's really an inspiring book and educational. If you haven't used Audible, you can use it anywhere. It's on iPhone, iPad, Android, Windows, everything. And it's unlike any streaming service out there because you own the books. And it's Whisper Sync ready. So you can go right between your audiobook and Kindle. You can read at home, listen in the car, as I've said. And if you don't like a book, they will take it back. No questions asked. I love going to the Audible site and just looking at the reviews. The people and the community at Audible are amazing because they love audiobooks too. They love the spoken word, and the reviews are always on point. I always get great advice. So go to audible.com/twist, go to audible.com/twist and start a 30-day trial membership. You get a free audiobook and download my book of the week, which is Creativity Inc. by Ed Catmull. It is an amazing book. Here it is. I'm holding the book in my hand, but I want you to get the audiobook. Go to audible.com/twist and buy Creativity Inc. Or get it for free, actually. 30-day free membership. They give you a free book. It's an incredible service. I love it. And by the way, it used to be you had to download these audiobooks and then sync them. Now they have these apps. You can just click a button and you can download it on the go, and we'll download the first couple chapters for you and you can read it. So it's so easy now. It's very easy to use Audible, and it gets my highest rating. I love Audible, and you will love Audible too. You'll love getting smart. Go to audible.com/twist. Okay, let's get back to this amazing episode.